Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Y'all know who this is. This is your boy, Rob Thomas Jr., and this is the real news behind the news. Early morning edition. Yeah, man. Today is what? Tuesday, April 5th, 2022. And just real briefly, man, I know a lot of y'all sleep. It's what? 12:39 a.m. here, Central Standard Time here in Shreveport, Louisiana. And I just decided to stop through, man, and bring you all update us to where we going with this channel, real news behind the news. And just say, hey, how y'all doing? Basically, man, I know I haven't been here in a while. I haven't put up any videos. I mean, I've been uploading a few videos here and there, especially on the Will Smith situation. I know a lot of y'all was wanting me to chime in on that situation, as it was, as all the drama was unfolding. I uploaded a video. Y'all go back and check out the last video, the last two videos I did on that I did upload to YouTube, where I chimed in on it. I don't really want to talk about it that much because think about it. It's more niggas than watched the slap that didn't actually watch the Oscars. You gotta realize the Oscars is so irrelevant. Don't nobody watch that, man. Don't nobody watch the Oscars. Because all you got is a bunch of rich white folks and a few Negroes sprinkled throughout the crowd at the Oscar ceremony, basically giving each other praise and awards so that they can hype up their next movies and continue to further their career at you and my expense, at our expense. So don't nobody watch the Oscars, but everybody on the planet watched that slap. That slap. That on the planet now. Keep in mind. The Oscars this year had the second lowest ratings in the history of that event, but everybody saw the slap. And again, I'll just chime in real briefly. Will Smith is a psycho. He's a cuckold. Y'all know what cuckold means? That means somebody else was fucking his wife. Think about this. Will Smith's wife, old ass, was having sex with her son's partner. Don't y'all think that's predatory? Ain't that predatory behavior? This old ass woman was having sex with a little boy, her son's partner. So if anything, Will Smith should have looked at her when she looked at Will. Why are you laughing, bitch? Because it was funny. You do look like a nigga I used to play kickball with in the second grade. Yeah. For you, then another thing. I'm going to go past this because we want to talk about war crimes. They say Vladimir Putin and the Russians are committing war crimes in the Ukraine. Joe Biden said we should bring him on trial for war crimes. Well, if that's the case, Mr. Joe Biden, you got to bring Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, both George Bushes, and now even Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Pretty much every president in the last 40 years here in America should also be brought up on war crime. But back to Will Smith, the simp of the year, because that was a whole move he pulled, man, on that man for simply making a joke about that Negro that he calls a wife. Yeah. Now, for you all who saying that you all admire him for standing up for his wife, first of all, his wife is a whore. Not trying to be disrespectful, but the truth is what it is. She had sex with a little boy's partner. She's a whore. So there was no honor. I mean, what honor was he protecting? He said he had, y'all talking about, he stood up and protected his wife's honor. She has no honor. She has no honor. And for you all to say that, do you all realize you all are endorsing? Hey, did you and Brother Vinny get back cool? I don't even know who Vinny is, man. Jackson boy, I don't know who Vinny is. Goddamn, we got a Walst in this motherfucker. But anyway, Evidently, I be cool with people. Sometimes I might just go off if they don't understand that, that's just, I'm aggressive by nature. I mean, maybe you should ask him, is he cool with me? I'm cool with everybody. I don't care if you come on here and leave a comment and we could disagree. I mean, from the start of the video to the end of the video, I'm not going to have no hard feelings, because to me, this is a form of, I'm not going to say entertainment. This is a form of, I guess you could say entertainment, but I'm bringing you all the real news behind the news. So, Vinny, I'm not sure who Brother Vinny is, but if he's, I mean, you got to ask him if he's cool with me, because I don't have nothing against him. I don't even know him. That would be tripping me out. I be places around here in Shreveport. I be at the grocery store, and I have people come up to me and say, "Hey, Robert Thomas Jr., real news behind the news. How come you don't never be responding to me when I be DMing you or I be hitting you in your inbox?" And I be like, "Cuss, nigga, I don't even know you. Who are you?" That's one of the things that goes along with this territory. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead, and I'm just doing this video to let y'all know that I'm still here. But I've already set up the Rumble account. I'm going to really actually be doing more of my videos on Rumble, because Rumble, unlike YouTube, don't try to demonetize you for speaking truths outside of the mainstream narrative that is being given to you by your legacy and corporate media, who are nothing more than whores for the military industrial complex, the pharmaceutical industrial complex. All these major corporations control your politicians, who then control your media. You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to be doing Rumble pretty much after this week here. I'm going to do a couple more videos to give you all the links to the Rumble channel that I've set up. And you all can go over there and watch the real news behind the news on Rumble. I'm going to just be real. It's more convenient and advantageous for me to do that shit on Rumble, because I ain't got to get up here and keep asking people, y'all, please, if y'all like the channel, please hit the Cash App. All that shit down there, we going down at the bottom where it show you Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Don't nobody on YouTube actually hit that shit. Very few of y'all really support this channel with your finances. So by me going to Rumble, just by me doing the videos, they get monetized. And guess what? If I see that the monetization is getting to the point where I see a profit, I ain't coming back to YouTube. Why would I? Why would I give y'all all this valuable knowledge and information for free? But you go to church and pastor lied to you talking about Noah's Ark. Talking about all them animals came 2 by 2 to the ark. And I was just talking to some people on Facebook, on YouTube today. We had a big conversation. This is one show I be watching on YouTube called Infographics. Cool little show, cool little channel. Y'all should go over and check it out. They be having a lot of different subjects, and they, it's animation, but they try to explain a lot of things. And my whole question when they were talking about Noah's Ark is, how the fuck did the polar bear walk all the way from the North Pole to the desert to get on that boat? Why didn't the lions, the tigers, the bears, oh my, eat every other animal on that boat? Because you got to have meat to feed the lion, the tigers, and bears. The lion, tigers, and bears would have ate everything else up on the ark. That's not either here or there. Let me get back to Will Smith. And I'm going to end this by saying that again. To you all who are championing Will Smith, don't be surprised when your kids go to jail for assaulting people. At what point do you realize that words, even though they might hurt, they don't break bones? Y'all remember that saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me? So you all are endorsing felonious acts, because evidently you're not aware of the fact that he was, you say he was defending his wife's honor. That nigga committed a felony, or a minor felony, that night. If your son goes up somewhere at a restaurant or something, somebody says something about his girlfriend, he goes and slap that person. Don't be surprised if your son call you, Mama, can you come bond me out? Because that was a felony assault. That was assault and battery. If nothing else, a high-grade misdemeanor or low-grade felony. Depends on what state you in. But Will Smith committed a felony that night. How many of us could have went and been at a restaurant and somebody said, that nigga wife look like buckwheat. And you go over there and slap him. What do you think gonna happen to you? Do you think you're gonna get a chance to sit back down and finish eating your meal? No, you're going to jail. So why is it that Will Smith get a pass? We don't know. But that's all I'm gonna say about that. Will Smith was dead wrong. That was some whole shit that he did. He's a duck. He's a simp. Because his wife is emasculating him, has been. She's trying to make him her Tupac. That's what she's really trying to do. And you could tell by the way he walked up on stage and did what he did. He trying to be gangster, like a Tupac, to satisfy this bitch who really should have wore a wig. Really, she should have. Or if she didn't wear a wig, she should understand that maybe, well, yeah, maybe Chris got a point. See, there go YouTube fucking with my channel. But yeah, she should, her and Will both should have said, maybe Chris got a point. We should be trying to get you in that new GI, make a new G.I. Jane movie. Maybe you could be the franchise now for G.I. Jane. Ain't it 2 shows that she been playing in lately that she been wearing a bald head? So why did she get mad at night at the Oscars? She wore a bald head and she got a joke made on her. So again, for you all that's championing Will Smith, you're not as smart as you think you are, because he's advocating violence. He's advocating, we're seeing perpetrating in our neighborhoods. But that being said, unless y'all got questions, we're not gonna talk about that no more. Let's talk about what's going on in Russia. I mean, in Ukraine. Now, it's coming out that they're saying the Russian army, military, whatever, has committed atrocities in this one city, Bakhmut, or something like that. It starts with a B. But they did. Man, I ain't gonna tell you no lie. When you see the pictures, man, you see dead bodies laying all over the streets. And they're saying that the Russian military, as they were retreating from that city, just started killing people indiscriminately. But at the same time, they're not telling you nothing about the 14,000 people that the Ukrainian army murdered in the last 8 years in the Donbass. Worthy victims. As long as the victims are blonde hair and blue eyes, oh, they're going to try to get you all hyped up because you're killing good, innocent white folks. You're killing good white folk because they blonde hair and blue eyes. But the other folks sanctioned by the Ukrainian government that were murdered over the last 8 years. Okay, here's your president, the Alzheimer's patient. Ain't y'all really ready to concede the fact that Joe Biden, much less the keys to the nuclear weapons that we have control that's in our arsenal? How the hell you gonna get his deranged keys to the nuclear weapons when he barely can? Did y'all see the backlash that he got when he made that speech over there overseas last week when he said we got he needs to be gotten rid of. Basically, what he was implicating was another regime change, which America is well schooled on. See, that's what this really all about. It's really, I'm gonna be real, it's really more about gas and oil than it is anything for the West. But for Putin and the Russians, it's about security. Again, if you all look at a map, you got to understand that Ukraine is right here, Russia is right here. I mean, they're next door neighbors. Would you be cool if some nigga if you live in Shreveport and the nigga that you beefing with in Omaha, Nebraska is sending weapons to your next door neighbor's house to threaten you? Would you be cool with that? No, you wouldn't. You would do whatever you had to do to protect your family, meaning that before they can get more weapons, you got to go over there and check your neighbor. Look, cuz, what's up with all these weapons you putting right here in next door to my yard, bro? And that's what it's about with Putin. Now, I'm finna show y'all something. Gas is getting high. Be prepared to pay almost $4 over the next few months for bread because the price of wheat is skyrocketing. Be prepared for even more food shortages as far as vegetables and other things that grow on farms, because with all the sanctions, do y'all realize Russia makes almost 73% of the fertilizer in the world? Your farmers here in America can't even afford fertilizer now to grow crops that we need to supply our grocery stores. So while people are sitting around here championing the Ukraine, if you're championing the Ukraine, talking about I support the Ukraine, you don't have a fucking clue as to what's really going on. You have been effectively brainwashed because you're championing the same motherfuckers that supported Adolf Hitler. Go back and do your research. The Ukraine is full of Nazis, from the government on down to the military, on down to half the people in that country. They are Nazis, meaning niggas, you wouldn't stand a chance in Ukraine. Look what they're doing to the students from Africa. The students from Africa, see what happens is it's cheaper to go to medical school in the Ukraine than it is to go to other parts of Europe or even in the United States. So you got a lot of students from African nations going to the Ukraine to get the medical degrees, but they're telling them, niggas, wait at the back of the line. They're using those Africans and other people who are not of pure Aryan descent as human shield. Another thing that's coming out, all these cats talking about we finna go over there and help the Ukrainian fight. Drag Pack, you want somebody to cash up, you talking about the same thing we already done heard all day, every week. But guess what? Find another channel. Because when I was talking about other shit, you wasn't cash apping then, would you, Mr. Track Pack? How many times you ever cashed out this channel? All the videos I did, well, I gave you full-fledged knowledge, beforehand knowledge. Did you cash out then? Mr. Smart Ass Track Pack. Track Pack. You want somebody to cash out. You talking about the same thing already done heard all day, all week, every day. Negro, please. I be telling you shit that happens way before you even hear about the shit on your television. So it's obvious you don't follow this channel that much. But I tell you what, hit the cash out and I talk about whatever you want to talk about. But talk about. But until then, I talk about what the fuck I want to talk about. Understood? Gotcha. I hope you understand. Because really, that comment, you could have kept it. Because again, when have you ever contributed to this motherfucking channel? You have not given 1/4. So how dare you think you have the audacity to even make that comment, my brother? Now you can chime in. I'm not mad at you, but I'm telling you, I don't give a fuck about what you just said. And all I simply said was, I'm taking my shit over to Rumble, where I don't have to ask you motherfuckers like yourself, Drat Pack, to hit Cash App, and you never do. But you're always watching these videos. Which again, you could not have really been following this channel, because I'm just rehashing shit that I haven't had a chance to talk about because I haven't been on this channel. So I guarantee you're going to be one of them niggas that try to report this video. But guess what? There's nothing YouTube can do about it, because I'm fully aware of their terms and their community guidelines and all that. So say that comment. If you really want to hear something different, just name a topic. We'll talk about it. That would have been the more diplomatic and polite thing for you to do. Was just saying, well, hey, Mr. Rob or Brother Rob, we done already heard about this. Let's talk about this. What you think about this? Wouldn't it have been more diplomatic if you'd have said that instead of coming up here saying some shit like that? You want somebody to cash out. Nigga, you never cashed out this channel. I've been doing this shit for almost 2 years. You never cashed out. If you did, then I apologize. But I don't never remember seeing none of your name or a nigga that sound like your name cash out me anything. So you know what you should do? You should go put on some sandals with the open toe and go kick a pile of shit. For real. No offense, my brother, but don't come up here, man, with that bullshit. Again, if you really follow this channel, you know that I'm way ahead. I think I'm the smartest cat in the pack. Okay, well, what do you want to talk about that's new? I always ask y'all to leave your comments, because your comments are the most important part, as opposed to coming here with that aggressive ass stance that you just made, which does nothing but create hostility. Come on, my brother. Let's just keep this real. It's a way that you do things, bruh. I mentioned the Cash App shit almost, what? I've been going 22 minutes, 21 minutes ago. I mentioned that shit 21 minutes ago. Shit, I mentioned it 21 videos ago. Did you ever hit the Cash App then? Why didn't you just say, well, hey, Brother Rob, we done heard about all this. Tell me about what you think about this. Have you ever thought about being cordial? But if you want to get confrontational, I can get very confrontational. All right, name a subject, or Drat Pack. Name a subject that you want to talk about. We'll talk about it. I better guarantee you. I give you information about this shit you never heard. So go ahead. Since you commenting, you up at 1 o'clock in the motherfucking morning on here talking about me asking about some motherfucking Cash App, when all I said was I'm going over to Rumble because you motherfuckers don't support this channel on YouTube. Guess what? On Rumble, I don't have to say nothing about no goddamn Cash App, because people that watch, if I get 100 people watch each video, I get a little piece of change. That's all I was saying, bruh. Here you come with that old gangster shit. And ain't really about that gangster shit, because you don't really follow this channel. Evidently. What did I just say before I started talking about Will Smith? I say, shit, I did the first, when the shit first happened, I came out within two hours and gave y'all a whole rundown that you're now hearing everybody talk about. The shit that I mentioned 2 hours after that boy slapped that boy, everybody talking about the same thing that I was saying right there. So what you talking about, Brother Drat? Give us a topic. Since you big brain Drat Pack, Since your brain's so big and I'm talking about shit you already heard, tell me something that I haven't heard. Leave a comment, my brother. And again, not meaning to be hostile, but it's the way you came to me, bruh. You're talking about hit the cash up. Let me ask you a question, Drac. How many times you ever hit the cash up? Say in the open. Everybody, they're going to watch this video, going to see your comment. And I'm going to ask you so that they can judge you by your comment and by your action. How many times have you ever hit the cash out for this channel? I've been doing this shit for almost 2 years now. How many times have you ever hit the cash out? How much have you ever donated to this channel? That's some shit I ain't talked about this. Everybody ain't heard this shit that I'm talking about now. This first time we having this conversation. You brought it up. I'm glad that you brought it up. That give us something new to talk about, nigga. How many times have you hit the cash out? Let that be your next comment. Comment, my bro. If you can't answer that question, then you should do like Pretty Tony, what Pretty Tony told old boy on that movie The Mac. The next time you hear grown folks talking, shut the fuck up. Plain and simple, my brother. Not trying to be mean and aggressive, but you came to me in a very disrespectful manner. If you'd have came to Will Smith like that, guess what? He probably would have slapped you. I wouldn't. I'm going to just ask you the simple question. You talking about me asking about a cash app, nigga. I said that shit almost 30 minutes ago. Wasn't even talking about no cash app. You bought that shit up. So since you bought it up, nigga, hit the cash app and we can talk about anything you want. Other than that, roll with me, nigga. Please, my brother, roll with me. Roll with me or get rolled over. It's really that simple. A motherfucker, you gonna come up here and talk about asking for cash app when you never fucking donated nothing to the cash app, but you still on my channel. Do you see me on your YouTube channel? Do you have a YouTube channel? You see me following you on Facebook? No, you're following me. So if you're following me, nigga, let's ride in the car together. There's no need to be hostile, my brother. And again, for you to make that comment means that you had to have donated at least once. Nigga, I don't never remember seeing your name come across my Cash App, my PayPal, my Venmo at any time. So how dare you? How dare you? Please don't make this shit get escalated. So tell me what you want to talk about, Mr. Big Brain. Tell me the latest thing that you done heard that I haven't heard. Tell me something new that done happened within the last 48 hours. Drag Pack, tell me something that happened in the last 48 hours, because I'm talking about some shit that we already heard every day and all day. Tell me something. All right, tell me, all right, since you done heard all this shit that I'm talking about, what's the next step for NATO dealing with Russia? See, you interrupt me before I went off into some shit that you don't even know nothing about. Tell me what the next step that NATO is fixing to do, which is literally finna cause a whole escalation in this whole situation in the Ukraine. Go ahead, tell me before I tell you. Tell me what you heard, my brother. Tell me something. I'm waiting for you to hit the. I'm not waiting for you. You want? I mean, you hit that shit there. You made that come in real quick. Now I'm asking you, what's the next step on NATO's behalf with the situation in Ukraine, and how is Russia gonna respond to it, my brother? I'll sit here and wait. Even if I have to end this video and come back tomorrow and read your comment, that's what I'll do. I'll come back and respond to your comment every time. This is why I asked for you all's comments. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Commenting on, I thought all y'all niggas would be asleep. But now here you are talking about me asking about a cash app. Nigga, I said that shit almost, 2 minutes into the motherfucking video, and here we are. I bet you don't tell pastor. We just got to church and you already talking about tithes and offerings. Do you? Oh, you off quiet now? I tell you what, send me an email address. I will gladly bring you on to this video live and we can discuss it rationally with diplomacy. We can discuss whatever it is that you want. I will let you be a guest right now. Put an email address up right here, right now, my friend, and I will bring you on live right now, and we can talk about this. See, this is why I am taking my shit to Rumble. This is why after this month here, you're probably on the only videos you'll see of me here on YouTube is the ones that I download and then upload, the ones that I download from Rumble and then upload to YouTube. So I won't have to deal with niggas like you. That out of all the shit that I said, the only thing you heard was cash out. Well, I'm going to tell Pastor about this one here. It's easy, man, to sit behind a fucking keyboard and play like you gangster or make a comment. But when you press and you have to give an answer for your comment, why are you so silent now? I'm still talking. Why are you silent? Drac Pat. All the other times I talked about shit you hadn't even heard of or you were being lied to in the media and I told you the truth about it, you didn't hit the cash app then, so why the fuck are you worried about the cash app right now? I'm through with this conversation because it's obvious that you are hiding. You made your comment and then expect this shit to go from 0 to 100 like that, did you? Now, if you want to, brother, now I'm being respectful. I'm being very respectful. Now, if you want to, I can pull you up. Matter of fact, let me see if I can send you a request to join this video. Let's see if I can send you a request to join this video, Mr. Drac Pack. Nope, that won't let me. Nope, I mean, send me a request to join this video. I will gladly allow you, and we will literally, as gentlemen, discuss whatever it is that you want to discuss. But unless you got a question about something that you would like to hear my opinion on, all that other shit is irrelevant, man. Don't come up here talking about no motherfucking cash app when you ain't never donated shit to the cash app when I was telling you shit that you ain't never heard. Please, man. Come on, bro. Let's keep this shit real. Let's keep the shit real, bro. You ain't never gave a goddamn thing, and then you got the nerve. The only comment that I ever heard you make on this shit was you talking about me saying some shit that when I first started this video. Now we can settle it like gentlemen, or we can break it down to some gangster shit. However you want to do. I'm well versed in both of them. Well versed in both of them. Y'all forgive me, man. I had to set the tone for anybody else who feels the same way. No disrespect, you're entitled to that opinion, but when I give you my opinion, don't get mad and take it the wrong way. There's such thing, it's called respectfully engaging someone in dialogue. This nigga come up here and talk about some shit I said in the first minute, had said nothing else about it. Same nigga that made a comment ain't never gave a goddamn thing to this show. Never even gave no constructive input to this video, to this channel, but got the nerve to say something about my goddamn cash. Why you bitching about my cash out? See, I can go do a whole show now for another hour just on your ignorance, my brother. Because again, it's obvious that you don't follow this channel regularly. You happen to be up at 1 o'clock in the motherfucking morning and heard a nigga say something about Cash App, and you, why you talking about Cash App? You ain't saying nothing new. Nigga, when I tell you something new, you still don't hit the motherfucking Cash App, so why should I give a fuck about your opinion? But I do, because it's valuable. Now, if you came here, man, with a, well, hey, bro, we done heard about all that, man, but tell me what you think about this. I'm still waiting for you, Drac, to answer my question. What is the latest provocation from the West dealing with the situation in Ukraine? See, you didn't even let me get off into that. You know what, matter of fact, man, I'm finna end this video right now, bro. Because I mean, right now, until you come back and answer that question, I'm gonna stay on your motherfucking ass. I ain't gonna talk about nothing else but you. You are the topic of conversation for the rest of this video. Non-supporting ass subscriber. And if I offend you, I apologize. But if I offend you, there's something you can do. You can take your finger and see what that button that on this channel say that say subscribe. Unsubscribe yourself, nigga. It's really that simple. If you don't like what I'm talking about, nigga, there's 2 million more YouTube channels that you could be on right now. All of them gonna be telling you the same goddamn thing that each other's telling you. You ain't give me a chance to go off into the new shit that I was gonna bring to you. Guess what, y'all? Y'all can blame Drat Pack for me ending this video right now. So y'all really wanted to hear something. If y'all was up this time of morning, y'all really wanted to hear different point of view on all the other shit that's going on in the world. Y'all can blame Drat Pack for fucking it up for everybody. Because I'm finna end this shit. This is why, again, don't worry about me, again, Drat, asking about the Cash App. Because guess what? Thanks to you, after the night, I probably won't even do another motherfucking video on this channel. If that's how, if you're indicative of everybody else that follows this channel, congratulations, nigga. Because only way you'll see me now is you come to Rumble. And guess what? Just by you coming to Rumble, asking me that question, nigga, I will get paid and don't have to ask to hit the goddamn Cash App. Fuck you think you talking to, man.